Hello,
Hello,
beautiful
ladies and
people.
gentlemen. How you doing? How's everybody doing today? You good? Meji, how you doing? You all right?
Because I'm fine, brother. Let me take a quick introduction today to apologize for my candor. The last session we had, I allowed my emotions to take a large part of me. So Jambo Radio has actually schooled me and giving me some prep, and trust me, I'm not going to repeat such professional mistakes anymore. So I've been guided, I've been tutored, I've faced the disciplinary committee. So you know that
I
Jambo Radio is standard, and so this is me just offering some sort of public apology to everyone that were listening to those cursing words and everything. I apologize.
yeah, I believe the viewers will forgive you. You have been forgiven. Go and sin no more.
I do,
So
brother.
welcome to another wonderful episode. It's another wonderful episode. Last week we had to take a break because we had the book launch. The book launch was wonderful. Heaven of Immortals. It was a spectacular.
Oh
So
man,
I wasn't there,
officially,
but I saw videos, pictures, and it was good. It was good.
officially, go and get yours on
Officially,
Amazon.
so you can grab the book on Amazon. Just go on Amazon and
It's just 10,
search
10
for
quid.
Heaven of Immortals. Or alternatively, you could reach out to the author. Follow him on Instagram at Daring
Yeah,
TV. Just
yeah,
just
yeah,
just search
yeah.
Daring TV. Derinetv. That's his handle on Instagram. You can connect with him and grab a copy. It's
Appreciate.
a wonderful book. I've been reading it and I've been locked in.
Yeah,
I've been locked in
appreciate,
seriously.
appreciate,
Yeah,
appreciate,
I've been locked in.
appreciate.
So today, first of all, on a lighter note, I want to say my United's coach has been sacked. On a lighter note, is wonderful. Byron, I feel sorry for you. Big
I'm
shout
gonna
out
let
to
Baron
Byron.
cut us off. Oh. Baron, we just cut this program off now. Ah, God. Well, that's
but,
that.
but
That's a
but but it
relieving
was
news.
coming. Somebody said since last season at the end of it, he's been
You
working on
know,
Tina. So
to me, they are my rival. Though my rival. I'm an Arsenal fan, but I've never seen Man U that low. You know what I mean? And it's a shame when even enemies, rivals, they respect themselves. So there is
of
a
course,
level at which we know this is where this rival has been, and what's going on. Even you feel bad for them,
to be
and
honest, I told
big
the
shout out
Madrid
to Real Madrid fans too. Big shout out to them.
Real Madrid, they
Guys,
love
guys,
dog.
can I say something?
Yeah,
Yeah, Byron, Byron is jumping in.
man, that's to
Subsidy,
call.
subsidy is gone.
Is good.
Yeah,
Shagari
right.
don't go, Shagari don't go
Yeah,
finally.
yeah.
Shagari must go.
The Madrid fans, if you see the way that they powerful, man. I say, what happened? They said it's like they're having a bad dream. They need to go back to bed, and man, big shout out to Barca fans. Big shout out to them too.
Honestly, I was watching that game, the Madrid game. I was shocked. Like the tactical masterclass
Amo,
was. I
Amo
know
Lamin
it's not a
Yamal,
football show. We could talk
very,
football.
yeah,
We could talk that. Let's come
yeah,
back to the reason why we're here. Culture
yeah.
shock part two. We're talking about the whole cultural thing, the whole thing. And I want to start on this note. It's Halloween season, right?
Okay, another cultural
Is
shock.
is there Halloween season, right?
Yeah,
It is, right?
yeah.
But the funny thing about this Halloween season that's shocking me right now is the fact that in Nigeria, people are buying Halloween costume and organizing Halloween parties. I'm like, what is happening? Do we know what Halloween really is? We just copy anything from. We
Good.
just it's funny, like it's funny. Before now, because I go on Instagram and you see posts, people say during the summer they're like we're organizing summer party, and I told somebody, "Oh God, Nigeria not get summer.
Wait.
We have only two
Nigeria,
seasons.
there's some
We have
assaults.
the summer salt. We not get summer. We have only dry season and rainy season. What is summer? Summer party now. They are doing Halloween party,
Ash period. Everybody
and
they
now
guide themselves.
so the funny thing is, How come about? Let me speak that language because that's one of my lecturers in this school. How come about?
How
My
come
brother,
about?
how come about that we are
Well,
copying things and we don't even understand the meaning of what we are copying?
before I jump into the out of this conversation, my heart goes to the Sudanese women that committed mass suicide
Oh,
recently, because they don't want to be raped by the, by the, I don't want to call those names. I'll just call them the rebel forces, the oppressors, the men. It's disgraceful. It's something when I saw shocking and alarming. And to talk about this copying, let's start it from where you picked it from and what actually interests me as well. I realized that our people are not tilting towards positive things, trending things at all. Nation building consciousness. We are tilting towards comfort, tilting towards frivolities and partying, and while all those things I'm not criticizing, please get me right. I am not criticizing, but I'm also saying too much of everything is bad, fam. If we look at what built this, these enormous civilizations that we have come here and we are now benefiting from one way or the other, we will realize that they didn't just place all their value on comfort, on frivolities, on dancing, on schematics, and all those kind of things. If not, we will not see these gigantic buildings that we are seeing, this enormous economic landscape that we are benefiting from, this systemic, prospect that we are also navigating ourselves through. So my point is, why are our brain not wired to us actually be builders? But I will not generalize because we have people that have been raising the flags. I like Adebayo Ogunlesi who bought airports and all, but we are just talking about the ratio. The patronage on this side is low compared to this side.
yeah.
Why? And these are things that we need to say. And this comes to your question where Halloween, people don't question why I should jump on trend. I always question myself. I don't jump on every fashion trend. It is what I like, what I want, and that's what I will invite my children. Don't just jump on, anything. Ask yourself, do I like this thing? There are some fashion trends I don't like. I don't like wearing oversized things. So there's no way you're going to bring baggy things. It's not going to trend in my own body. You should trend in your society, not trend. So that also comes to following trend in all aspects. And we need to start, asking ourselves, like Halloween right now, why are we patronizing this? Do we even understand our culture? Does it represent who we stand for? Does it represent our belief system? And these people are not forcing anything down our throat. That's the funny thing.
That's the funny thing. That's
they
the funny
don't they
thing.
don't take everything also on their side, and they're not forcing anything down our throat. But we, just because by we want acceptance, we crave social acceptance. It's a disgrace that even election year, that I went on TikTok and I am yet to see one single white people go and cast their votes and do video, video, some sort of video thing. I'm casting my vote. It is all these black TikTokers that want to push this narrative that I am in the abroad, I am living fine, I am also benefiting from all these things that are doing that. And those things psychologically, when they see us in this social, spectrum, they don't respect us. You are just only amassing followers like you, stupid people like you, foolish people like you, downgraded brain nitwits like you. But they in this society now, I went there, I casted my, my vote. It's a shame for me, even when I go to some places, to bring out my phone and take pictures. And that consciousness started from Nigeria. I'm not criticizing. Get my points right. See, I'm not sorry for any dim nitwits that is ready pick offenses on all my. I'm just interested in those people that understands me and are ready to make, effective changes. So these are the things we need to ask ourselves. Why am I jumping on Halloween? Like me, I don't subscribe to it, and they don't force it down our throats. Even in schools, they don't force it down on your children throats.
That's right.
If they say they should wear costume and your child goes to school, and like, let me give you an instance. My nephew told his class teacher, now, excuse me, we don't do Halloween. My mommy don't do it. We don't celebrate in our home. So when my sister went to go and pick his own son from school, the teacher was like, your son said they don't celebrate Halloween. Please also know that I'm from a local church here. I don't believe in Halloween. You see? So even a white lady, not all of them celebrate all these things. Not all of
No,
them jump in there. But
the thing about this trend is, like you said earlier, I've noticed this thing about Africans. we feel the best way to get acceptance in a foreign country is by imbibing culture and wholeheartedly taking everything down our throats. We feel that will give us acceptance. But the funny thing is, there are a lot of touchy subjects out there. For example, LGBTQ and all those touchy subjects. And sometimes you are not wanting to get drawn into these kind of things because that is not like me. I tell people in my office when they talk about, I tell them, I said, I don't believe in that. I come from a culture where we don't believe in things, but I'm not going to get drawn into it. And I'm not accepting it. I'm not rejecting it. Get me right.
You're just
I'm
neutral
just on
about
my
it.
own.
Yeah, there are some people that
Neutral.
are neutral
It
about
it's
God.
your but I know there are people who will wholeheartedly want to accept what they would not naturally accept
Mm, mm.
in order to gain
And that's
validity for people.
and you know the funny thing, the society does not celebrate people that are not real. Whether you like it or not, sooner or later you will detect fake people. Bro, as you are, I know you because you are damn real. We've been for years now. Even for if there are some things that you are faking, you should have from some
Of course.
for in some ways. So people are not stupid, and those people you are actually trying to play narrative from. There are some people that are so intelligent that within 10 minutes they've actually detected who you are. There's a guy. Let me tell you. There's a guy. There's a famous guy, rich guy, powerful guy in UAE. That guy, you cannot spend. He cannot give you audience more than 5 minutes. I don't know who you are, but for you to be able to, if you have the ability to hold conversation with that, do you know Steve Harvey went to this guy and he held meaningful conversation with this guy more than hours? Why? Because these people, they are so wise, and this kind of person has been able to within few minutes detect people. And these are rich people where they can detect whether you are here for money or you are here to just use their own image to project to your own kind of world that you are successful. That they could detect in few minutes. So for Steve Harvey to hold a meaningful conversation with such a person, that means they could detect that this guy is loaded. Now, let us now bring that kind of mentality to this conversation now, so we understand what we're talking about.
Yeah.
As much as you are patronizing all these people are not stupid. Nobody is foolish. I always say nobody is stupid. And the funny thing, real real people always have a place in this world. Right now,
Of
there's an argument where whether they are wrong or they are right, or but whatever you believe in and you can stand on it, real people have a place in this world and noticeable place. And many of our people are trooping towards acceptance, and this is an inferiority complex at its peak because you've accepted yourself to be inferior beings. So because you want to be accepted, you crave for acceptance. You don't crave for expression. People like me, I want to express who I am. Whether you like me is none of my business. All I want is respect. Whether you talk bad about me behind me is none of my business. I don't care. Whether you love me as well, yeah, as much as I will care, but I still don't care. You know what I mean? But what I want is respect. So, like I said, even enemies respect themselves. We are talking about Man U before you came on board, right? So, even
yeah.
rivals, they respect themselves. Respect is what I want. I don't want you to like me. Do you think an Arsenal fan like Barca fans, or like Barca as a club, or they like Man U? No, but there's a cordial level of respect that
Of
you
mutual respect
see,
between
and
both parties.
mutual respect you see. I mean, that's what we're talking about here. And in the global spectrum, that is what we bring on the table. You don't need people to like Nigerians, fam. You don't need people to like Americans. You don't need people to like Chinese. What we need is people to respect us. You know what I
Imagine, let
mean?
me let me say something quickly before I forget. This thing made me remember a conversation I had that was years back, 2020 or so. I was working somewhere. So we're having a general conversation, myself, a couple of Nigerians, and a couple of other nationals, British people, and all that. So we're just having honest conversations. And I was talking about Nigeria as a whole. So one of them asked me, what's Nigeria like? And I told the person, I said, she said, I think I'll visit Nigeria. I told the person, I said, the truth is this: Nigeria is a wonderful place to be. Nice people, people are very receptive. I gave the pros and I gave the cons. I said, but you have to be very careful. The problem. So the guy went on to ask, okay, why is there a lot of black people are leaving Nigeria, coming to the UK? He noticed that there's so many Nigerians trooping in the. I told him, I said, the truth is, first of all, people need a better life, and there are people who Nigeria as a country cannot afford, cannot fund their dreams.
Cannot
So they
fund their
tend to,
lifestyle. No, no, wait, please.
yes,
I'm sorry to cut you straight. Dreams and
yeah.
lifestyle as very I think it is lifestyle people are actually going for. There's a lifestyle, not the
People
dreams.
are, eh, people
I'm
are,
yet I see few people with dreams here. People
yeah,
like
people are
George,
still
people like Baron. I speak with them, they have
for
dreams.
me,
People
I
like
don't,
you have dreams.
for me,
But
I was
few
speaking from
people
my
have
own
dreams,
personal
just
experience.
lifestyle. Okay,
I
yeah,
know there are
continue,
people
please.
who feel they can't fund it. So I told them dreams. And I said, that's the reason people think. I said, for me, I had a lot in me to express myself. But the country I was not a very thriving ground for me to really express myself to my, I was not getting my expression, my creativity to the fullest. And we had the conversation. And after the conversation, one of them came to meet, one of the Nigerians. So, why you go the tell the person say na so Nigeria be? You know the kind eye they will tell they look Nigeria, blah 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 blah. We have to paint a good image. I said, first of all, fam, in as much as you are painting a good image, you have to give people the realities on ground. Because that's the problem we have. We want to make everybody see us, and as people will accept you irrespective. As an individual, I work with so many people of color, different, and I've understood that, like you said, if you are real, you will stand the test of time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you are not real, you will not stand the test of time.
Definitely.
At the end of the day, I must not speak. You're right, fam. For people to I spoke with somebody once, and somebody said something once. A white man said something. He said, I tend to understand you people more when you speak your normal accent. When you
Yeah,
try
yeah.
to, he said it
Be
straight
like
up.
us.
He said, when you try to want to twist your
Be like
tongue to sound more, because at the end of the day, no matter how you try to sound more British, they will always know that you are not
that you're not.
British.
But okay, please let
Let
me
me
come in.
finalize because I was
All
down
right.
south one time. I went to work down south. Myself and a couple of other guys who came from Scotland. I was the only black person in the crew. And they asked, "Are you guys from Scotland?" And we're talking. And one of them said, "You." He told me. I said, "Yeah, I came from Scotland." And he said, "You don't sound like you are from Scotland." And I was trying so hard
to
to put on my a wee boy,
the,
you're
well,
right. And he told me straight up. He said, "You don't sound like you from Scotland. Where are you originally from?" He said, "No offense,
I
but
beg.
where are you
Ah,
originally from?" And I said,
okay, two
So at
things,
the
two
end,
things.
okay, let me see
See,
what you have
I
to
don't
say,
want
my
to
brother.
forget. Two things I don't want to forget. I
All
have
right.
issues with this all these spray people you just mentioned. And those people will say, you know what, I'm gonna wanna. I said, waiting do now. When they protest, say they won't base all of us will be say immigrants. Why now go no go just join the protest? Talk say, you know what? I'm part of you, man. Forget the color, man. I'm part of you. What you do now when you stay at home? Me, I understand why me I stay at home, you and Baron, and maybe your guy George. But why you where you they claim say I'm not part of you, man? I've never been an African man. Why you stay at home? Why? That means you you look the truth in the mirror, fam, and that's the double standard we're talking about. When shuffle come to push, you aligned with us. You dare home, cause I bet go check all the pictures of the protest and the video. Forget now. I never see one single person will look like us. Born here, born bred, born by anybody. Whether you be the first class person for Africa, your papa na president, or your papa na the billionaire, you are DJ Kupi. I never see you now for that crowd. When they clamor say na immigrant be their problem. So why not they out? That's my own question for them. Oh. They come out, come explain to us why they at home like us. Should be we that they tell us our English, go straight. Because, bro, these are the double standard we talk about. See, these people spew nonsense when you sit down with them. Only the name that they feel that they are the top class species of our kind. And that's why this kind of program needs to be in place. That's why I'm always giving a big shout out to people like George, to people like Baron, in this kind of people like you, people like me, in this kind of atmosphere that we are still maintaining this consciousness. Secondly, have you also noticed I know say all of us go talk yes to this. Have you also noticed that automatically everybody will just come here? Even we will be say we be civil servant picking, even we will be say we strong, we gather, even we will be say we no get shingban. Now when we come here, we start to get something. All of us, all of a sudden, we are rich. We were rich back in Nigeria. We're all millionaires. We're all doing fine. Have you noticed that story? Have you noticed that story? I'm here to see someone as both me. I did very open and very blunt with my reality, fam. And you know the funny thing, even we where we get that at least that backup to project that fake life. Baba, na me still post for my birthday where I go helicopter. I still get that. If I want package, I talk calm. Person wey go swallow poison, fam. Nobody fit package because God bless me rich, Baba. I get connection and I know they use am dey proud. I dey enter places, but at the same time, I know my purpose on this earth, fam. I know my consciousness. I know where I dey go, and this realness wey I dey talk about, na im dey push me further, even more than make I dey live fake life. I don see many people dey use. In fact, I don see person wey con do health assistant, care assistant, wey be say she sabi twist tongue. I swear, DJ Copy, he dey jump beside this person. Who be Tiwa Savage beside this person? If this person twist tongue for you, the only thing wey you go carry na just make you go carry paint, go paint am, make she turn white. She can't do healthcare assistant. She be Igbo. She sabi speak Igbo, fam. You know the funny thing? She go come change. Early mom, if she no go work, she no even go change. She go change to better mufti. Like say she dey come from a well-paying office job. I don't know the kind package where she dey live up to. Wetin she don package her neighbors, package her people. But she dey clean and show. So these are the
See,
things that we
the truth about this thing is the problem we have in Nigerians is the problem we have with this thing is it's a menace. It started from like I was speaking with somebody one time. He told me something. He said he noticed. He asked me one question. A white guy. He said, K, one thing I've noticed about you, you are not so flashy. I said, how do you mean I'm not so flashy? He said, he see a lot of. He said no, because they use that no disrespect. He said he noticed a lot of black people are always very flashy with what they wear. You see, they are buying jackets. They are buying the most expensive North Face jackets. Buying it's like black people are very rich. I told him, I can't tell. But the problem I have is you could see a Nigerian man, sorry, Nigerians, who has 400 pounds in his account can take 300 to buy the latest Balenciaga. They will go and collect now.
Why? I
They will
beg.
go and collect.
Why?
I will tell you why. Let me finish. They will go and collect the latest. They will go and collect somebody who has your direct debit. Don't cake. You will still go and collect the new iPhone 16 on direct debit.
Why?
Just to make you look like people should see you from your home country to say this guy they live the life. This guy is living the life I want to live.
You don't get. God will bless you.
People go take credit.
Be wise man, oh.
They take credit card. They take credit card to go on vacation.
Why?
Just to post on social media so they will see them in Nigeria to say, "Oh no,
you don't arrive."
See,
now look. I beg. Okay, finish.
Let me finish. I told my wife.
My body.
I told my wife recently. I called my wife recently. My wife was telling me, since we went because we traveled last year. It's not news. We traveled to Greece and back. My wife was telling me, hey, we need to go. Before we went on that vacation, she was telling me, hey, we've not gone on vacation. We need to be traveling. See, people are traveling. I told my wife one time, I said, come, most of these people traveling. Don't let anybody deceive you. Most of them will go and collect Amex card, 2,000 Amex. If you apply for Amex, they will give you 2,000. Some even go to Bank of Scotland, do overdraft, 1.5.
Boss, if you want to collect this whole country, say me they pay on mortgage per month, they go give you. Not be UK. This whole country say you want to collect and make they pay on mortgage. They go give you. If you miss one payment, these people they wise. So if you miss one payment, your own don't finish.
And they will tell you, and you see these people they are talking. I've been to 6 countries. I've been to on credits. How can I be going on vacation on credits?
Baba, see, make we drive this point home. You have made a valid point, and make a first bring on with. I had a conversation with my political mentor. and I don't talk. I missed my uncle too. My political mentor. I said, Dino Melaye and all these your guys. They go show their garage, Benz, and you are leaders of a country. I said you should be ashamed. You guys are just displaying stupidity at its height. You are bragging about Benz. We be say even for Germany, government officials cannot brag about that product of a citizen where then they lord over. Bro, this talk I just give you now. Hold down for 5 minutes, make you digest them. Imagine yourself as a political leader in Germany, president. Would you ever brag of using Benz, product of your own citizen? They use am dey brag say you be superior being when you dey lord over am as his own political leader. You dey collect tax over. I'm sorry, bro. I don't dey enter some zone. Now, in America, you know why all this, you're going to go find all these top billionaires, they do anyhow for Facebook and Instagram, because Mark Zuckerberg, they call them come shoe. They sabi Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Instagram, the owner of Facebook. These thoughts where I just give you, black people cannot relate. Black people cannot relate, fam. Not even our leaders, our supposed elites, they can't relate. So it was when I told the Econ sit down, they see and say they feel bad. I said, you should be ashamed, not feeling bad though. Because I'm yet to see Barack Obama, they brag about Ford. In fact, Ford go do latest car, give Barack Obama in order to promote his own product, because he be citizen of the land. Say, I guys give some top people because you just make a new car. This is the same Ford your own leaders go loot resources of your country, go buy them, bring them come their garage, do video on Instagram where it's supposed to be their colleague, the elite of the society. Use that Instagram, post another elite consumer mentality, fam.
But funny enough, do you know that
Consumer mentality, fam.
These are the cars you enter. There was a day I ordered the taxi.
Consumer mentality, fam. Now, I bet.
Let me just say this.
Okay.
I ordered the taxi once. Guess the car that pulled up.
Tesla don't carry me. Range Rover don't carry me.
Tesla pulled up.
I said that they use Lamborghini to do taxi for UAE. Lambo.
So I asked myself, I said, but these are
Lambo.
the cars that our guys in Nigeria, they are flaunting. And my brother,
bro, if you don't travel out and God get as if you don't travel out and your brain, God get purpose for this your brain. One boat we go fall loose for this your brain. Now poverty mentality. People think the poverty they ran from Nigeria once they come here, and I see that's why I get detached, and I give myself to things like this, street and cathedral, things like because I understand that our people, waiting they affect us collectively as a people is so deeply entrenched that even if you tell people some truth, that truth they will take you as an enemy. What I just told you right now. Now there's a culture here. I don't know whether you can do it for Scotland, but there's a culture here. You go collect car, you go drive the car small. After you don't know the road well, your license don't perfect and everything, you go collect finance car. Bam, bam, they go collect big car like where Mercedes, whatever. Me, I no follow them join that trend. I ask myself, say, why? Why me I will go? Why me I go push myself? Go arena where we say I get many things to invest upon. I won't convert all these my books to movie. I don't speak to many artists. I don't speak to people who say invest heavily in my name. We say the returns in 10 years or them. Why you go push me? Say because I don't collect driver license. I will go collect.
I saw your conversation with Tunde Kilani the other day.
Yes, why? So you just ask me why when I have a lot of things to invest upon. Why? But there is a disadvantage also to you that you are conscious of. You will be ostracized from the supposed
very true
of the called elites. But that is an illusion. I call them the collective delusional black people, fam. Because for the time being, they enjoy the now. They know they think about 10 years ahead and 20 years ahead.
See, I was speaking
our problem from. We don't think about the future.
I was speaking with somebody. He was saying, if he gets a car, he's going to collect a Benz, blah blah blah, and all that. This country they make life easy. Anything you want is at your. He was having a conversation with someone in Nigeria. They make everything easy. Everything you have is at your beck and call. If you go collect latest Benz, I told him, I said, bro, one thing I would advise you: don't mortgage your life. That's the only advice I can give you.
That advice you go, you go hate, sure, you know.
You
You don't
know
go
this
like
guy
you.
argue with me. They make life easy. I say, bro, nobody's making life easy for you. First of all,
Mm,
have this
mm.
mentality of sewing your coat according to your size.
And have a mentality that anything free comes with a bigger price, fam.
Because when
Anything
you
easy.
see, let me tell you something that happened to me recently. My son broke my television in my parlor. So I said, okay, I need a very big screen. Let me go for one of those 65 or 75 inches screen. So I went to a friend of mine, said, let's go to Argos. You can get a TV and you pay gradually. The first day I went, I saw the big screen. They brought it for me. I felt good. I hugged on my wall. The first day I sat, I was watching it. Bro, when I started paying, there was an annoyance in me. Like, I would have just bought something cheaper. A TV
Baba,
is a TV.
Baba.
But at the end of
People
the
will
day, people think like, because I asked somebody, how do you earn at the end of after tax in a month, you are earning
see poverty mentality.
800,
I beg,
and you are
make I just
using all your money, they are going back into the system,
you
and you
get
tell
into
yourself,
the system.
next month they go pay me another one.
You don't get Baba, make a bust your head. Make a bust your head. Make a bust your head finish. Make a bust your head finish. I met some great people for here. Maybe say they get big farms. If they show you what they don't get both here and back at home, car you go fear. Do you know one of them? The car way then they drive since 1998 with the entire year. Now they still they use. Car will say if that car break down now, now scrap them to sell them. They don't agree, say nobody will buy this car. Now then go repair that car, it go pass MOT, then go drive them all over again. That doesn't look like someone who is ready to be accepted in this so-called delusional black. Now let us talk about this delusional double standard though. People, you know the poverty where you face back at home. Let us even imagine that this is what the ancestors believe that will save Africa for the time being. That some people will go to this Western world and with their loyalty. In those days, people came in for slavery, heavy labor, flogging, beating, killing, raping, beat. See, if you know what people pass through for you to have this kind of life you have, for you to have that kind of turntable, you no go ever talk say you no go dey responsible for people back at home. Now, let us imagine, yeah, you want to go selfish, it's all your choice. I mean, it's fine. But I repeat, if you know what black people, your ancestors face for you to have this kind of life you have, if they fit bring some people from the grave, they go prefer say they were stupid, they chose the side of the oppressors than to have this kind of stupid generation that we are right now. But we are still going to maintain that consciousness. Do you know these people will come here and after they come here, after all they don't, people celebrate, I collect mortgage house, no bad. Collect car finance, no bad. It's all good. But these are people that they will chase shifts all their life. If one shift miss per week, e no complete. The depression will go enter their heart. The sadness will go enter their heart. It go deep. These people will not be happy. And these are the double standard. How do you face that kind of enormous poverty in Africa and come back here and you want to solve it within 1 year or 2 years? By throwing yourself into debt. That's a
So
conversation
that
for another.
everybody will say you have arrived.
You have
Why?
arrived. It's still that consciousness of inferiority complex, poverty mentality, and the need for acceptance. See,
And the
if you
problem,
don't
and the
see man,
bro,
if you don't see man, we be say he no want acceptance. Now why I respect whiskey. Now why you go see people who tilt towards the attitude of whiskey like Bonner, people who don't want acceptance. We be say they just want they just want they won't express me as I did. I don't reach one extent. We say I said for my bro, you did there for university, but you know you were my senior. I told one of our professors when she told us those who we should study. I said never. You don't go tell me who I go study. I have African intellect. I will provide you the link of whatever I study and you go verify. You don't go tell me all these years of my life is a waste. When all I have known are Dio, Fagunwa, Professor Wole Soyinka, you now go they tell me, make I go study European people. I don't know anything. I never read a dime. You are setting me back to primary school, fam. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to study those I know, and I'll give you the link for you to go and verify. They scored me low at some point in time. I dragged that matter for campus before they go look into the matter. When they come scope, I was the highest at that point. So these are the conversation we need to have, because these people, like I said, what we need is respect. But these people are pushing for likeness. Likeness is for weak people, fam. On the table, international spectrum, I don't care if the person they sent from Belgium likes me or likes. Are you mad? Why will you like me? I don't want you to like me, fam. I want my wife and my son to like me. I want my friend to like me, my mama to like. Why do I want you to like me, a stranger? I want
You
you to
see
respect me, fam.
you see this word you just said. I told my wife when my wife started work. I said, know your job to an extent where they don't like you, but they can't do without you.
Do without you. That's respect.
I said, see, you see my job. I work in a place where my job is dominated by white people.
I
I'm the only
respect
black.
you.
I'm the
You
only
bust my
black
brain when you come
person.
Belfast. When you come Belfast, I no go lie. When you came to, I have to give you a big shout out on this, so that I have to stress this. When this man came to Belfast and introduced me to his media crew, you know, I was proud of K. Me, I did proud, say I know K, say K na my brother. I no go lie you. These are the kind of arena we want to go, and we have to enter it and let them respect us. Now, why they talk
See,
say the day when the day when John
and
tell me say you don't work for BBC before he creates, I respect him. Bang on, don't tell me say don't display for club, do this. See, go to those arena, fam, and go and install respect. I don't care about being
see,
like, man. Are you
that's the thing.
crazy?
The thing about life is the thing about life. I've understood this. The more people respect you, the more they want to come close to you
100.
because they feel okay. This like I told myself where I work.
I said people they patronize their enemies. They will talk say
You
I
see
don't
this
like the
job.
guy,
You
but
see this
he
job.
is good.
You see this job I'm
Baron,
getting to
Baron,
Belfast.
I don't like him, but this guy, if he do DJ well, he's good.
He's the one that can do the job. You see, when I
Wetin
came to
concern me with
Belfast,
say you like me? You don't recommend me already. I'm good. That's
exactly.
respect.
When I came to Belfast, the recording I came to do in Belfast, we've done it. The final is this week. I'll be traveling tomorrow to Birmingham for it's like a award comedy series. We're going around the whole country. So the first one was in Wales. So when I went to Wales, they didn't know my capacity then because it's a new crew. I've not worked with them before. I introduced myself. So one was trying to ask me, "What have you done before?" Naturally, a black man asks, "What have you done?" You want to jump and sing your praise. I just thought he said, "I've done a few things here and there. I've assisted, done a few, just gave a sketchy." And then one of them went on my LinkedIn. I don't know they do that. He went on my LinkedIn page, looked through my LinkedIn, and the next day he saw me. He said, "Why are you acting like you don't have experience in this line of work?" And I said, "No." I said, "No, I don't have experience. I'm still learning." He said, "In as much as you are learning, let us know your level of experience." I said,
See,
"Okay." So that
see,
was so after the first we did Wales. After Wales, we went to Leicester. At the time we were finishing Leicester, my camera supervisor came to meet me, and he was just joking. He told somebody, said, "There's nothing I need to teach this man. He came here making us look like he's a trainee and a novice. He knows what he's doing." So the thing is, when you know what you are doing, like I told myself one thing. I said, this line of work I'm going to, I want to be so indispensable
ah,
in this line of work.
I
So
say I dey
that
use you as example for anywhere.
they
If they
look
come
at me,
anywhere
and
tomorrow, I go dey
that
use
is
you
the
as example.
problem.
Use
That is
George
the
as example.
problem.
Use Baron
A
as
lot of
example.
that is the problem. A lot of us Africans have. You go to a place of work. I worked in healthcare. When I came, I did healthcare, and I see the way some people behave. They go to the healthcare work and they are doing this otinku kind of lifestyle, so that supervisor will like. I said, "See, I am not here for you to like me. When I do my job properly, when I was working in healthcare, I worked in a hospital. I did my job so well that anytime I'm on shift, the charge nurse, once she sees that I'm on shift, there's another guy, he sees that we're on shift. She says one word, it's going to be a good night.
Everything is sorted. Now,
So the fact
K,
that,
I want to ask you a question in line of this. That
yeah,
man that came within the your recent, your recent
yeah.
profession, did he ever ask you What chain are you wearing? How much car have you got? How
What
much
what
was
what
your
what
clothes?
what the funny thing about life is you
In
know
this
that this
world,
life.
in this world, see, they will just patronize you based on, and we are even making their club business go up. We are
Bro,
making all these,
bro,
like
you
we are
see
making,
people, bro, you
ah,
see
oh
people who earn
man,
more than you
delusional
see people
black elite.
see you see people who earn more than see what changed my mentality. Initially, I came to this country. I was having that mentality, make I the dress or the bike. I had that mentality.
Ah,
There was a time in 2021, we went to the club. Me and a couple of friends went to the club. We were buying bottles, bottles of whiskey, bottles of champagne. That was what we and told the, it was a white people club. It was strange to them because they don't buy bottles. They come and buy shots and all that. They have
shorts.
the money to buy bottles, but they don't see it as a priority. I was doing that. I went to work in a place. When I traveled to Nigeria last 2023, I used my iPhone 12 I've been using. That's what I'm still using. And somebody told me, now wow, you do abroad. You see this iPhone 12, people don't reach iPhone 14. And I told him, I said one thing. I said, see, my brother, an iPhone is not my problem. As long as it can make calls,
Ah,
it can do everything I want
okay.
my mobile phone to do.
You
Does
just
it?
you just tick all the boxes. Why
Why?
me and you jail die? You just dey
I
tick all
went
those
to
boxes.
I go meet one
From
of my Oga,
now.
Dimeji, one of my Oga, he uses an iPhone 7. I shock.
Baba, I said this is my car. I mean, I tell my sister. I tell my sister when they talk about all this. I say, fine, mortgage. I can buy into the idea of mortgage. Why?
Mortgage is
Why?
good. Mortgage
Yeah,
is
I
good.
go explain. Because if I want base, I go fee collect my money
Seller,
back. I'm
collect
paying
money.
myself. That one, see, for Igbo man, for person wey hear it correct, for Yoruba,
Make
that one are
sense.
very, very good. Now I say
It's good
car,
investment.
when I want push, that one when you want push me, I say this my car. He go talk Yoruba. Say make I sell am before I sell am. He go talk like this. Say, guy, how far I don't serve you rich. I say, you tell me why you now want push me? See, as you they see me the fresh like this, you no like am. Why you want push me to the extent that I will not fund my dream? I will not be able to live my life. I will not be able to catch a breath. I will not be able to say, guy, what is the next thing? I have already pushed myself into a permanent slavery. And that is also, we can tag it as a post slavery syndrome that
It's
black
the
people
slave
suffer from.
it's the slavery mentality, but Marley talked about it. Emancipate yourself from
Post
mental slavery.
slavery syndrome, fam.
It's the mental slavery thing. The thing is, you talk about this car mortgage. I know someone, it's not a friend, but I know him. You know when agencies see the hot,
Ah,
when
I
they
know who they talk
collect
about. No worry. Me, I know
when
who they talk about. I don't go
when
talk
they
about. I mean,
collect
I know
block.
who they talk about. Eh?
This man, he went and he collected 20, that was
Benzo.
2022.
Benzo. Maybe you know say I
2022.
know am. Maybe you know say I know
My brother,
am.
do you know right now? This guy is running from pillar to post because you have to pay insurance, and the car finance costing him almost
Guy,
450 a month.
guy.
That aside rent and other bills, 450 a month.
No be
So
this UK we got a day.
at
See,
the
no,
essence
but
of the
see
day,
one
why
thing.
make
One thing
everybody
about
do?
this Europe. See, make a boss make a boss One thing about this Europe. That's why you have to delete some kind of mentality you carried come here. Not babe no go even make a boss babe no go even dig you based on your materialistic. Because even babe gets.
Exactly.
Forget Nigerian babes, oh. Forget all these stupid babes. They say they go dey ask you for breakfast money, ask you for some stupid money. And they talk about babes. Babes. They don't need your rubber because they get rubber. So you now tell me to impress that kind of babe, doesn't it take extra miles, extra things like K they work for BBC, K they shoot all these Champions League thing. Did me the right book. Did they buy on the disc for? Doesn't it take extra things to impress this babe? You think say now all these material things you go take impress babe we get? So tell me where this culture is valid in this environment. These are the double standard of what we're talking about, fam. And these are deep. Because you know if you even park your car, forget in Nigeria, if you park your Benz now beside car, we say baby they pass, go sharply run, babe, where you going? If you try for here, go call popo, stalking, and they call them. You go enter jail with your stupid whatever 2025 car where you get. You go, both of you now go drive inside jail like that, straight up. You now know if you try for here. So tell me how that culture is valid here. So these are the crazy things we face here. And you know what they call us? They go tell say we no one spend rubber. We no sabi chop live job. These guys then they buy at Ashake ticket, but me I no talk to me. See, you know no like live reach me oh. No be
Enjoy
they
your
boost
life,
me.
nobody's saying
Me
no,
I
no,
enjoy your
that's the
life
point.
oh. I no be
Enjoy
preacher
your
against fun oh. Cause me I be happy boy, I be sabi boy. But at the same time, strike balance fam. That's my point.
don't do it and run into debt just because say you are trying to
Strike
make people feel
balance.
like
Baba me.
I've arrived.
Bro, you weren't born here. No be here they born you. It didn't take 1 year for all these things to enter your body. Why you want to take just 1 year and 2 years to solve them? By going into depth here. And before now they use they do aspire to perspire for Nigeria. You can be in the UK and not be okay. You can
Yes,
be
now
in the
you are in the
US
UK,
and be
but you are not
useless.
okay.
We don't get part of your category. Oh. We they live fine because we don't
You are
put
very okay. You are in the
we
UK,
don't put
but you are
ourselves
not
into
okay.
we are not they compete to anybody. See, if you buy aeroplane, I say this country, the way I study this country, they will give you this country on mortgage, this whole country,
Let
as
me
long
quickly
as you
say
no go
something.
miss
You
payments.
see that line you said. You see that line you said about not competing with anybody. The moment you have that mentality here, nobody will pressure you. And you see, I told my wife initially when I came
No
here,
fit pressure me. You
the
go pressure
person
yourself.
you know, the initial thing I talked about, you see that person I talked to that you know, when I was talking
Yeah, I know.
about the car. When he bought the car, my wife called me. This person has bought a car. You know, first you first and come abroad. I told my wife, I said, see, I am not in competition with anybody. Let me
You
tell
are
you,
realistic, your race,
let
your
me
own.
bust your bubble. After a while, the same person came to meet me. I was asking me for a soft loan, and I called my
You dey
wife. I
whine
said,
me.
see the person where you dey compare me with, not being the
You dey
ask for
whine
me.
me. You
At the
know
end of
we.
the day,
Ah God, Mono
at the
don't
end of the
bust names
day,
for here.
if
Mono
I
bust
not
names
get,
for here.
say I leave, who go ask for who? I said, live a life. I'm not telling you that. See, you see myself. I go out, I enjoy myself. I take my family out when I'm capable.
100.
When I have the funds to. But I would not do things at the end of the day. I told somebody, I said I can comfort. I work as a freelancer now. I'm a freelancer.
Yeah,
Forever
yeah.
a
You
month
told me when
plus.
you came to Belfast. You told me.
Forever a month plus. All my invoices have not been paid. But I'm living well. Have I called you the message? Come and give me £100.
Now me would they call you say Odogu show me love.
Exactly.
Launch
So
my book.
the funny thing is when you know that you are not in competition with anybody. You see this UK, now only you waka come, and now only
Baba
you go
me.
waka.
Baba me. As I did, now me know the project within my funds. Now me know which I want to invest my money
Exactly.
for. Now the few things I don't talk about, I want put all my books to motion picture. Now after that, I still get many projects with on the run.
And that
Now
is
tell
you
me,
see that dream
tell
alone
me,
of putting you see that dream alone of putting your books in motion picture. Don't choke you like this. It
you
will
don't
not give
get.
you time to be thinking about I won't
You
buy
don't get.
2024 Benz.
I say I connect with this one. Then this one tell me say for YouTube quality. I go now milli with the talk milli. You get
Do you know? Let me tell you something. Do you
milli.
know there was a time we did a course? It's like me and you did a course together where we had to write. I think it was it a course where we were doing a multimedia, something about multimedia.
Yeah.
I've forgotten the course. When I wrote a piece, the piece made sense to me. I did a small piece. I was like, okay, let me convert this piece into motion picture. Bro, I called a guy in Nigeria who does movies. I was like, okay, this is okay. He said, first of all, we have to develop it into the story because this is just your idea. So I said, okay, how much is? He gave me a bill of that one. This was 2022 now. 20 no
Mm-hmm.
not 2021.
2021.
So, I mean, he gave me a bill of 1.5 million to just convert my idea to story. First to have a story, not this is not even. So you see, you have dreams that you need to fund.
You
at the
don't
end of
get.
the day,
We
we
get
don't
dreams
have time
now.
for frivolities. We don't
Bro.
have that. So that the
Because
thing I want
because
to advise.
on the long run, we want to leave legacy for our children.
That is
Imagine
it.
your children now in the next years, many can they ask you, say, what you used to? Yeah, I bought the latest Benz. When we're in our own time, when you drive, guy, even
You call the talk
your
when I the ball.
even you,
When would they?
you
When would
get even
and you
your
know they have
even your
people
son.
have this
If your
question
son
today.
smart like
When
me,
would
go
they
the reason
enjoy?
and say my papa
Let
no
me tell
get
you this.
sense.
Let me tell you this in the listen. When would they enjoy for this country? I have when
Yeah,
I was in Nigeria, I have friends, old senior bosses then in Warri. They will tell me, guy, we don't flex this town. When would they go? They can tell you all the happening bars there. Would they go
imagine.
here?
And
Would
the
they
town
go
still they
here?
flex, they go. No be like say
But
the
now they
town
don't.
the,
Now they will see you and want you to give them 2,000 to buy beer.
you there. The town is
And the town,
not in throwback. Town
who
will
said
never be in throwback.
a,
Now you
a
be now you
comedian
dey throwback. Oh.
a comedian said something. He said club where you shut down yesterday night. They don't open this morning. No.
They don't open.
They don't open.
But
Club
that
where you
was
shut down.
loud though.
He said we
That
go
was
shut
loud.
down. They don't open the next
They
day.
don't open again. You don't shut them
Yeah,
down because now illusion. That's why I call them. I call them delusional African elites. They are delusional,
so
fam.
by the time
They are
we're
delusional.
coming to the
Nothing
end,
we want them. They are delusional.
we have a few minutes left, Dimeji. So we need to first of all, I just noticed our words are twinning. Philippians 4:13. Philippians
Yeah,
4:13.
I see. Now
I
that's
can
let
go
you
on
know. Say no
all
matter
through
how you street reach, you gotta ask cathedral too.
cathedral. So finally, what advice? Because I know there are people who have listened to this. Some are angry with us right now. These people are talking.
Ah,
They're chatting shit.
if you're
But at
angry
the end of
with
the
me, like
day,
I said, I
there
don't
are
care. Oh.
people.
Just
But there
respect
are
me.
people who are listening with keen interest. What is your advice going for? What do you
Well,
think you can advise them?
my advice to people who are ready to listen. If you are angry, I mean, I don't care. I've told you, I didn't come to this life to be liked. I love to be respected. I've seen many people with. I don't hear many people say they don't talk many things about me bad. Once I show face like this, and I'm okay with it. So I don't care about your whatever reaction, but gossip. But now my advice for people that are ready to listen, let us look at it this way. We are here and we are the next generation that took baton from the enslaved ancestors to the ones that walked on these streets bloody, beat, and many things. Now we are the ones favored to school. We are the ones fortunate to benefit from the system that they died for. We are the one for now. How do you think they would want you to navigate through all these opportunities? So rather than advice, is a question. Look yourself in the mirror of truth. How do you think your own ancestors want you to navigate through all these enormous opportunities? You think they would like you to be pouring, we should, or you actually want you to go into the arts of pushing the narratives higher and raising the bar and standard for them? Shikina.
All right. Well, for me, I would say a philosopher once said, a very wise man. He said, one man's food is another
It's
man's
another
poison.
man's poison.
Mokino fine,
one,
but
one
waiting
man's baby girl is another man's
Tabata.
side chick.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, use your tongue, count your teeth. Opportunities that you are fortunate to get, make use of it. Like I always tell my friends when we're back in the streets, make a hay
Why the
when the
sun
sun
shines.
shining.
Hmm.
With that, we come to the end of
Thank
this
you.
episode.
Thank you.
Thank
Maximum
you all for
respect.
listening. Big shout out to producers. Big shout out to George. Big
Oga
shout out to
George,
Baron.
thank you for showing for my street and cathedral. You too much,
Big
man.
shout out to
Too much.
everybody. Until we see
Baron,
you
I'm still
next
dragging
week.
you to street and cathedral very soon. I'm dragging you
Baron,
down there.
take heart. Man United will be great again. until,
End of subsidy.
until we see you next week. Have a wonderful week ahead and
Yeah,
enjoy your
man.
day. Cheers
Peace out,
and bye
man.
for now.
Peace out. Peace out. Cheers, man.